Hello guys, welcome back to another Crystal Claus video, and I am sorry for the 2 month break that I had. I just needed that time off, but now I'm finally back and to make more content and really go more above and beyond and make greater content. So further ado, let's get into it. Today we are talking about a new winter season anime that came out last week on Wednesday called My Dress Up Darling. And I say it's a really cute and cool romance anime we've gotten for 2022 of the winter season. And it follows our main character named Gojo, and not that Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen, who's a social outcast and likes to make Hina dolls, those little pop little things, or the big figures of the dolls. And basically, then he ends up running into the girl that he really admires in school, and he really likes her because how open she is, that because he can't really be that open because he's a social outcast, and he's just really happy and likes her a lot because how open she is about being an otaku. And at the end of the episode he starts cosplaying for her, and it kind of opens it up more, and then their dynamic is so fun and great, and I feel it kind of works out because it kind of helps him being someone who's a social outcast, and to her who's just super open and just genuine when she's talking to people. So if you guys are kind of looking for something like that, I'd say it's a really, really great romance anime, even though, just one episode. Of course, we have more of the season. I haven't read the manga, but I do kind of believe this anime could possibly get better and farther in the future, and I really, really feel like it would be a great romance anime. Okay, to get more into it now about the whole rest of the episode, because, I'm trying my best not to spoil, even though probably a lot of you seen the new episode because it's all over TikTok and Atlanta about how people just love the first episode so much. The other reasons why the episode is just so captivating is just because of all the small little details they have, about Gojo's room, Maureen's room with all of her pop figures and anime figures and all that, and just showing how the detail they really, really, really put into this. And of course, the other thing about details and animation is about how the characters just really look like Gojo. Of course, he looks like kind of a plain anime character, but his design is still really good. But especially Maureen's animation, because her animation is just gorgeous. It's beautiful. Like the detail and how it looks in animation just looks gorgeous. And then out of animation and all that stuff, I feel like the next thing we should talk about, I feel like you guys would like, is the female character that we get in the first episode, Maureen. I feel like she is just so open and passionate about the things that she likes. And it kind of just really shows like how open she is because she loves cosplay, anime, and all that. And it kind of just shows too in the most recent years about how females and stuff have been like anime and games more than the males have, and it's how widespread it's been going. And so out of all of it, you can just kind of tell that she is just a genuine character. Maureen is just a genuine character that you see. Even though that she has a lot of friends and probably the whole school loves her, you can just tell how open she is, and that she's just at the center of it. And so I just really feel like it's this great connection of her character in this show so far for the first episode. And then I just really feel like her character connects so good with Gojo being a social outcast, and like how his sewing machine breaks, but also too how she really wants to cosplay someone from one of her favorite animes, and it's how their two worlds combined and make it really something special. And the other thing that I really like about it is how when Gojo and Marine together, and how she just ends up, undressing in front of him and going into her cosplay, instead of how like he was flustered a second ago and be like staring at her chest or whatever, not being some sort of creep anymore, he's really like focused in on how she's messed up her stitching and how she made this own cosplay because he really, really wants it to make it look better because of how she did mess it up. It's just him wanting to critique it and make it so much better. So I really feel like that sudden switch of just being flustered and then being focused on wanting to fix it because of his passion for dolls and making things is just so amazing. And I really felt like that was an amazing just switch and shows how his character is and how much he really just loves and cares for his passion. And just how from that switch about how he was so concerned about what's going on, and until now how he wanted us to fix his rest, and he was fully focused on us about what were you doing with this, and he said, oh, I'm gonna fix it. Just that great passion and how switching about how he really does care about his work and working on things and making them better. And two, for Maureen and Gojo, I really feel like, when they first found out about each other's passions, there was just no judgment at all, which was just really nice and shows how genuine both of the characters are. Because, there was no judgment from, like, family members, friends or romantic relationships or whatever. But anything with, like, judgment is either going to crash and burn or it's going to be toxic. So it was just really nice to see both of them caring about each other's passions, even though he doesn't really know anime names or that much about anime, but he really knows that that's something that she cares about, and she knows that's something that he really cares about. So it's just something really, really nice to see. So, everything is just all open and free. And, and speaking of Maureen, her character, I feel like it's just amazing. You can tell she's more of just a carefree person, even though, she has a loose tie and everything, and has the jewelry and everything. And so that's just a really nice thing. And just speaking of Maureen, I feel like her character and how it really shows her in the first episode too, it's just really amazing. Because of course, she's a girl that, has jewelry, wears makeup and whatever, and looks very pretty. you know, she comes to school with a loose tie because she would rather have less sleep and go watch her favorite anime all night. And so she's not really worrying about, oh, I have to make sure my whole outfit's all good. Of course she put the makeup and jewelry, but she doesn't really care. She would rather watch the things that she enjoys and stay up all night, instead of, being, oh, I gotta look all nice for the next day to show off to people. And how she just rushes out the door at the end of it. But, it just really shows her character. And the biggest thing about me about her character design is probably her eyes, or how much she just always smiles, and you just tell it's a genuine smile, which really kind of shows her character out, and it's really nice. It just shows her character more and more, and especially too. I think one of the other things too that I really liked about her character design is her earrings. So I wear earrings, and I think it looks really cool. She's open, doesn't care about what she wears, which just kind of shows. And so I think it's really good and everything. And so out of all from like that, from characters, animation and everything, I feel like the music is just amazing. The background scenes are just amazing. The characters' designs looks amazing. And then the writing for the characters kind of simple, but it's really, really good. And I feel like Cloverworks is doing a great job for this anime, even though they have two other animes they're working on. Those ones are maybe probably gonna crash and burn because how much they're putting into this one, and just they're making it so good about how the characters are relatable and it's not too crazy and far out there. So it kind of just makes it to where you'll come back every single week to come watch the episode. So, out of all of this I have said, I hope you guys really did enjoy this video, and I would love to cover more animes that are coming out this season for winter season of the first episode. Let's see if you guys would be interested in watching them, and maybe I'll come back for some more to talk about this series even more when more episodes come out. But I do have more and more content on the way, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.